Welcome to an exploration of Ethiopia's food and nutrition policy. This policy, established in November 2018, aims to create a self-reliant Ethiopia where every citizen enjoys food and nutrition security. Ensuring the availability, accessibility, safety, and quality of nutritious foods is seen as essential for a productive workforce, longer life, and sustainable development. The policy recognizes that a healthy population is the foundation for economic and social progress. In this video, we will break down the policy's vision, its guiding principles, and the strategies designed to address food and nutrition challenges across the country. Ethiopia has made significant progress in reducing undernutrition and improving health outcomes over the past decades. However, food production growth still lags behind population growth, leading to food insecurity for many households. Around 40% of households are food energy deficient, and issues such as poor post-harvest management, weak healthcare, and inadequate water and sanitation contribute to ongoing challenges. The food and nutrition policy was developed with input from various stakeholders to address these issues through coordinated, multi-sectoral action. Food and nutrition security is not just a development goal, it is a constitutional and human right in Ethiopia. The government has implemented various strategies, but gaps remain due to the absence of a legal framework and accountability systems. If left unaddressed, food and nutrition insecurity will continue to impact health, productivity, and economic growth. The policy aims to create sustainable foundations for food and nutrition security through legal frameworks, financing, technology, and human resource development. The vision of Ethiopia's food and nutrition policy is to see all Ethiopians with optimal nutritional status, quality of life, productivity, and longevity. The mission is to ensure food and nutrition security through coordinated implementation of nutrition-specific and nutrition-sensitive interventions. The ultimate goal is to achieve optimal nutrition at all life stages, supporting a high quality of life and productivity for everyone. The policy sets out several objectives: ensuring adequate food availability and accessibility, improving nutrition and health services, promoting diversified diets, enhancing food safety and quality, reducing food losses, strengthening emergency preparedness, and increasing nutrition literacy. These objectives are designed to create an enabling environment for food and nutrition security at all times and for all citizens. The food and nutrition policy of Ethiopia is broad in scope, providing a foundation for multi-sectoral collaboration and community-oriented nutrition services. It covers sustained food availability, accessibility, utilization, safety, quality, post-harvest management, and nutrition security at all levels. The policy also addresses challenges such as land degradation, urbanization, and demographic changes, while emphasizing capacity building and empowerment at national, regional, and community levels. The policy framework is based on a global model for nutrition security, addressing immediate, medium, and long-term causes of malnutrition. Immediate causes include inadequate nutrient intake and poor health. Medium-term interventions focus on agricultural practices, water and sanitation, health services, and education. Long-term strategies address institutional arrangements, governance, economic growth, and infrastructure. This integrated approach aims to tackle malnutrition at every level. The policy is guided by key values: community-centeredness, coordination, accountability, equity, and responsiveness. These values ensure that all stakeholders participate equally, actions are transparent, and the needs of vulnerable groups are prioritized. The policy aims to build resilience and provide timely responses to food and nutrition demands, narrowing inequalities across sectors, genders, and regions. The policy's guiding principles include a life cycle approach with special focus on the first 1,000 days, recognition of food as a human right, encouragement of multi-sectoral coordination, promotion of sustainable food value chains, food sovereignty, and innovation. These principles ensure that nutrition interventions are comprehensive, inclusive, and adaptable to changing needs and contexts. Core direction of the policy is to ensure the availability, accessibility, and utilization of diversified, safe, and nutritious foods. Strategies include improving access to natural resources, climate-smart technologies, and insurance services for agriculture, livestock, and fisheries. The policy also focuses on increasing income, job creation, and market linkages, as well as strengthening social protection programs and climate resilience. Ensuring the safety and quality of food from farm to table is vital for public health and economic benefits. The policy promotes a comprehensive system for food safety, including legal frameworks, technology adoption, and quality control at every stage of the food value chain. This includes monitoring foods prepared by hotels, restaurants, and street vendors, and ensuring safe water supplies. Improving post-harvest management is essential to prevent food losses and maintain quality. The policy supports the development of food processing technology centers, establishment of agro-processing industries, and transfer of appropriate technologies. These efforts aim to enhance value addition, reduce waste, and ensure that food remains safe and nutritious from farm to table. Optimal nutrition at all stages of life is a key policy direction. The policy emphasizes support for pregnant and lactating women, children, adolescents, and those with special needs. Strategies include promoting breastfeeding, food fortification, integrated school nutrition services, and access to water, sanitation, and hygiene. Social and behavioral change communication is also prioritized to improve feeding practices. Timely and appropriate food and nutrition emergency response is crucial for managing natural and man-made disasters. The policy aims to strengthen early warning systems, preparedness, and rehabilitation to reduce the impact of emergencies on food and nutrition security. Building national capacity for emergency management is a priority to protect vulnerable populations. Effective food and nutrition communication is about building a literate community through advocacy, social and behavioral change, and community mobilization. The policy supports the development of communication systems and culturally appropriate channels to empower individuals and communities to make informed nutrition decisions. The policy establishes a governance framework for coordinating food and nutrition activities across sectors. A food and nutrition governing body will be created at all administrative levels, with a focus on research, innovation, resource allocation, and accountability. This structure is designed to ensure effective implementation and continuous improvement of the policy. The policy relies on evidence-based approaches for sustainable and effective implementation. These include the life cycle approach, recognizing food as a human right, food-based strategies, multi-sectoral integration, nutrition-specific and sensitive interventions, and the farm-to-table approach. Each approach is tailored to address specific challenges and ensure that interventions are impactful and inclusive. A strong legal and institutional framework is essential for the success of the food and nutrition policy. The government will establish and revise laws, regulations, and guidelines to align with international standards and ensure the right to adequate, safe, and quality foods for all Ethiopians. This legal foundation supports effective planning, implementation, and monitoring. Food and nutrition issues require cross-sectoral collaboration. The policy calls for the establishment of a Food and Nutrition Council at the national level, with similar structures at regional, zonal, and local levels. These bodies will coordinate implementation, advise government, and support stakeholders to fulfill their responsibilities effectively. Building capacity at national, regional, and institutional levels is a cornerstone of the policy. This includes training for food and nutrition professionals, support for educational institutions, and leadership development. Special emphasis is placed on empowering women and women's organizations, recognizing their critical role in addressing nutrition challenges. Strengthening research institutions is vital for addressing critical food and nutrition problems. The policy supports the establishment of centers of excellence, partnerships with international institutions, and the allocation of resources for research, infrastructure, and technology transfer. This ensures that interventions are informed by the latest scientific evidence. The policy emphasizes the need to strengthen regulatory agencies at all levels. This includes providing skilled personnel, equipment, and laboratory facilities to ensure food safety and quality. Effective regulation is essential for protecting public health and maintaining trust in the food system. Food and nutrition communication is a two-way process that involves sharing knowledge, values, and practices. The policy encourages the use of community mobilization and the Sekota Declaration public movement to expand communication efforts. The goal is to improve nutrition services, prevent chronic diseases, and promote diverse diets through effective information exchange. Achieving the policy's objectives requires significant investment in funding and infrastructure. Resources will be mobilized from government, partners, private sector, and communities. The policy encourages active participation from all sectors, including the private sector's role in food processing, imports, exports, and fortification. Women and adolescent girls are among the most vulnerable to food insecurity and malnutrition. Gender inequality is both a cause and effect of malnutrition, impacting food distribution and health outcomes. The policy is designed to be gender responsive, promoting the involvement of women, girls, and community leaders to address inequality and improve nutrition for all. The Ethiopian government plays a leadership role in mobilizing resources, providing support, and establishing monitoring systems for policy implementation. Government representatives at all levels are responsible for ensuring that the food and nutrition policy is effectively carried out and that progress is tracked. Non-governmental organizations are key partners in implementing the food and nutrition policy. They are expected to pool their resources and expertise to support government efforts, ensuring that interventions reach those most in need and that programs are effective and sustainable. The private sector is involved throughout the food value chain, from farm to table. Their role includes developing systems to prevent food losses, ensuring food safety and quality, and contributing to the overall goals of the policy. Active private sector participation is essential for a resilient and efficient food system. Community participation and ownership are crucial for achieving food and nutrition security. The policy encourages comprehensive involvement of communities in planning, implementing, and monitoring nutrition interventions. Empowered communities are better able to sustain improvements and adapt to changing needs. A robust monitoring and evaluation system is built into the policy to track progress and ensure accountability. The system evaluates program implementation against specific indicators and is linked with other monitoring systems. Continuous surveillance and information management help identify best practices and guide policy revisions. To ensure clarity, the policy provides definitions for key terms such as food, nutrition, nutrients, nutrition security, and the food value chain. Understanding these concepts is essential for all stakeholders involved in implementing and supporting the policy's objectives. Food security exists when all people at all times have physical, social, and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food. This ensures dietary needs and preferences are met for an active and healthy life. The policy strategies are designed to make this a reality for every Ethiopian. Nutrition security goes beyond food access. It includes safe water, adequate sanitation, access to health care, and knowledge of sound practices in food storage, preparation, and hygiene. The policy integrates these elements to ensure comprehensive nutrition security for all citizens. The food value chain includes all activities required to transform raw materials from farms into products for consumers. This covers production, processing, transport, retail, and food preparation. The policy emphasizes strengthening each link in the chain to reduce losses and ensure food safety and quality. The policy adopts a life cycle approach, focusing on critical periods such as pregnancy and early childhood. Interventions during these stages have lasting benefits, supporting optimal growth and development. Addressing nutrition across all life stages helps prevent chronic diseases and supports a healthier future. Recognizing food and nutrition security as a human right is central to the policy. Every Ethiopian has the right to safe, sufficient, and quality food at all times. This principle guides the design and implementation of all interventions, ensuring that no one is left behind. The policy promotes food-based approaches to address micronutrient deficiencies and encourage the consumption of nutrient-rich foods. This long-term strategy empowers communities to choose healthy diets from a variety of food groups, supporting sustainable nutrition security. Nutrition is multidimensional, requiring integration across sectors such as agriculture, health, education, and social protection. The policy fosters collaboration and efficient operational frameworks to ensure that all relevant sectors contribute to improved nutrition outcomes. The government encourages all sectors to incorporate nutrition goals into their programs. Nutrition-specific interventions address direct causes of malnutrition, while nutrition-sensitive approaches tackle underlying factors. This dual strategy ensures comprehensive and effective action. The farm-to-table approach ensures food quality and safety at every stage, from production to consumption. By involving producers, processors, transporters, vendors, and consumers, the policy aims to reduce food wastage and guarantee that food remains safe and nutritious. Women are both disproportionately affected by malnutrition and key actors in finding solutions. The policy prioritizes building the capacity of women, women's organizations, and development groups. Empowering women is essential for breaking the cycle of malnutrition and achieving sustainable improvements. Education is a powerful tool for improving nutrition. The policy supports the integration of food and nutrition education into school curricula and training programs. This ensures that future generations are equipped with the knowledge and skills needed for healthy living. Continuous research and innovation are vital for addressing emerging nutrition challenges. The policy encourages partnerships with international institutions, investment in research infrastructure, and the use of up-to-date scientific evidence to inform policy and practice. Mobilizing communities is essential for the success of nutrition interventions. The policy promotes strategies that engage families, leaders, and influencers to create model communities and improve nutrition literacy. Active community participation ensures that interventions are relevant and sustainable. Ethiopia's food and nutrition policy is a comprehensive framework designed to ensure that every citizen enjoys food and nutrition security. Through coordinated action, strong governance, and community participation, the policy aims to build a self-reliant nation where everyone can thrive. By embracing innovation, equity, and collaboration, Ethiopia is taking bold steps towards a healthier, more prosperous future for all.